What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is Rustbeard. I know it's been a while, but I'm back. We're going to do some more WoW content. Not that it's an excuse, because I know I've been slacking on the WoW content for a little bit, but I was having some technical difficulties with my computer and storage issues, and it was just a whole convoluted mess that I have now fixed, so we are good. Now I can start making big boy videos again, and I'm pretty excited about it. So that's what I'm going to do today. We're going to be talking about Midnight, kind of just a broad overview of the stuff that's been going on and the stuff that's been released and announced. Kind of my thoughts and my 2 cents on the subjects that have been announced in the past couple days. A couple things I'm probably not going to talk about just because I could probably make a whole separate video by themselves about it. Player housing. Player housing, it looks phenomenal. It looks great. I do want to make a video separate from this one, and I probably will next week, maybe, talking about player housing and my thoughts on that. Another thing is the cinematic. I could probably go on a whole tangent about the cinematic as well. The cinematic trailer that just released for Midnight, I thought it was phenomenal. I don't know what people are talking about when they say it was meh or lackluster or missing something. That personally didn't really fit the description to me. I don't know if we watched the same cinematic or not. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of that, because I've seen a ton of people say that it was meh, it was alright, it wasn't that good, it was okay, blah 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 blah. But no one was really giving me any full examples of why it was mid or why it didn't really hit as well as they thought it was going to. People are comparing it to how bad the Dragonflight cinematic trailer was, which I will admit the Dragonflight one was probably one of my least favorites, but overall it looked cool. I mean, it was a cool cinematic nonetheless. Probably my least favorite, honestly, but I thought this was definitely a step up from that one. Maybe it's just me, I don't know, but let me know, because I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you why people thought the way that they did on the cinematic trailer. I know some people were bugging about the Blood Elf's eyes not glowing or some shit, and I was like, really? Whatever. Yeah, we're not going to talk about the cinematic other than that. I might do another video on that one, maybe a little short 5-minute video or something talking about that, because there's definitely some really cool stuff to talk about there. But overall, I wanted to discuss a few things about the Midnight release and announcement and the stuff that we've been getting in the form of, reveals finally. Now, Prey, I'm not really sure too much about Prey, but it seems like it's going to be a new way to introduce like rare mobs or something, a little bit less random. It seems like it's gonna have like some kind of thing to let you go hunt these rare mobs, depending on the difficulty that you farm these at. It could be really hard, it could be really easy, but I'm not really sure what else to say about that. I don't really have an opinion on that. I'm glad my PvPers are getting a new battleground. That's always fun. I believe it's a 40v40, so that's really cool. It's another big battleground. I don't really do a lot of PvP, but I definitely dabble from time to time, especially for some transmogs. The new zones. I feel like the new zones look great. I am pretty excited about Eversong Woods getting a revamp because it needs it. It's been a long time and it should definitely have been healed by now. So the fact that it's taken this long to do that is kind of meh, but we're getting it. So no need to complain there. I think it looks great. I think that there are going to be a lot of people making even more Blood Elves, even though we've got plenty of Blood Elves already. So I'm excited about that. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really caring for the Voidstorm area. I believe that's just gonna make up the Ghostlands area, but I could be wrong. I might have read that somewhere. That might not have been a confirmation thing, but I believe it's gonna take up where the Ghostlands were. It didn't really appeal to me. There's a lot of purple, a lot of void stuff. We've seen a lot of this in Netherstorm. We've seen a lot of it in this expansion. There's a ton of it in BFA, so cool though. I mean, sure. Doesn't look bad by any means. It's just not something I'm gonna get excited about as much as I am the older zones getting revamped. As a player that's been here for a long time, I am looking forward to the revamps and the updated versions of old places. I think that that's going to be pretty fun. However, it would really suck that the Blood Elves get a revamped starting zone, and I don't know if the starting zone is included in the revamp. I'm assuming it probably is because it's pretty close to Silvermoon. It would suck if the Blood Elves got a revamped starting zone, but the Draenei didn't back in Legion when we had all the assets to make a new Exodar. Whatever. The new allied race. The new allied race, Haranir, or Haranir, however you pronounce that. The Haranir. They look pretty cool. I know that they were in The War Within. Not super excited about them because I don't think we've had enough time with them to really get super excited about them, but I know a lot of people are pretty pumped to have them as an allied race, and I know a lot of people are just pumped to have a new allied race in general. I'm really hoping that because we're going back to the Amani lands that we are going to get some Amani trolls, some forest trolls, the big, like, beefy green hunched over trolls. I'm really hoping that that's something that they focus on a little bit heavy in this expansion. I know that it was part of the reveal that we're going back to Zul'Aman, which is really fun, and your boy loves trolls, so there's that. And of course with the Haranir, we're getting Herendar, which I believe is their big hub, so that'll be kind of cool. Again, not really as excited about that as I am Eversong Woods getting revamped, and I'm hoping that they kind of touch outside of Eversong Woods at some point as well throughout the next couple of big patches, like after Midnight launches. I'd much rather see like the Plague Lands get some love. That'd be kind of cool. Who knows? We'll see. That would be kind of cool. Kind of looking forward to it, but I'm not going to hold my breath because you never know. Now, this is another one. The Void spec for the Demon Hunters. I'm not a huge Demon Hunter fan, I'm gonna be honest with you. They were spec ops, demon hunting specifically, killing machines, you know, and it was cool to have them, I guess. I don't really play Demon Hunter very much. I know all you Demon Hunter fans are gonna be like, hey, shut your mouth. They're really cool in the lore and stuff, but I don't know if I liked playing them outside of Legion as much as, you know, a lot of other people did. That was kind of a bummer to learn. Not that they got another spec, because they deserve another spec. They've only had 2, obviously, but it sucked that a lot of other classes that I think people have been asking for some love for a long time aren't getting a Void spec, you know? Like shamans, for example. I know that kind of like goes against the shamanistic way of doing stuff, and maybe the elements wouldn't allow that. Shamans need some freaking love, dude, for sure. Mages as well, and maybe there's something in Void that does not allow them to mesh with these other classes. Correct me, please, if I'm wrong, because I don't know. It would be really cool to have some voidy stuff for some other classes that just don't get as much attention as Demon Hunters, for example, or Druids, for example. Always get a ton of love for some reason, and I just don't see as much given to Death Knights, for example, or Hunters, or whatever. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I need to get back into the game and see that they've given a bunch of classes some love, but maybe they have given other classes some love and I just am not aware of it. Overall, this is pretty exciting stuff. I'm pretty excited for Midnight. I want to know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think that this release and these announcements have been pretty hype? Do you think that there's still some like lacklusterness with this announcement? Do you feel like they kind of dropped the ball on the allied race and they should have given those guys to us in The War Within? Let me know all of these things down below in the comment section so I can talk to you about it, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.